Ryan Allen to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Give them 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Watch time. Tight end right. 4 down, check. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He was brought down by Eric Harris. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Get that quarterback. And
on 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves,
They do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Yellow, on the blue lady. And what's that? And what's the ball?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Easy. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, look at that. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield. And here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you
Come on.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Yellow. I got blue lady. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Nice hit.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
First down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Attack! 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Right here.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they try the right side here. Oh, eluding the tackle. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Mike Yellow. 180. Here we go, D. 55.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got him. And out across midfield down to the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is Welsh.
Not today, you want? Not today. Switch. Yellow. Yeah, switch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, switch gear. Yellow.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Yellow.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, 57.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, you got deep?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Sidesteps him at the 35. And now running right through it. A big play there for KC. 43 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. And his pass incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, Knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Check curls. Begin. Color.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Connor Barwin, he's the culprit.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me. Fight on these two. Go on, Eddie. Watch the run.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll...
Yellow. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with Variedium in Carolina. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning. Story there with 4 touchdown passes. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.